In today's episode, we finally hit level 90, farm Lower Kurast, Nilatak's temple, and the Countess. We grab some unique and surprisingly solid drops and pull off a sweet trio of runes that brings us closer to cubing something big. But you know what? Enough teasing, let's get into it. Hello YouTube, Liquid Dream here, and welcome to another episode of my Holy Grail journey. If you're new around here, welcome. Buckle up and prepare for grind, the glory and the occasional "wait, what just dropped" moment. Last episode we reached 189 items and edging ever so closer to the 200 unique item milestone. And I also have fun with Cooley's rap battle with Mr. Llama SC. You can watch it right here. I also noticed Mr. Llama dropped the response, and all I can say is grab some popcorn cause things are heating up in the YouTube Diablo 2 rap arena. As mentioned, today's journey starts in Lower Kurast. I guess by now I should be used to pulling grail items off racks, but nope, it still gets me every time. Instead of IDing the shield right away, I teleport back to Act 4, which is coincidentally the quickest way of starting your next run anyway. So for our efforts, we get Cyberb's War, our first grailer for today. Woohoo! Our next item brings us to Nilatak's temple, a place where many hardcore characters end their journey and ascend to pixel heaven. And that, my friend, is why I haven't opted for a Holy Grail hardcore version, and because I'm also 51 years old. I'm really not sure how I feel the next one. It rolled potentially with the lowest possible stats, and I'm left asking, what the hell? But hey, it's a grailer. Arcane Valor gets added to the total, and we just move on. Okay, here we are, glamping at Lower Kurast, allegedly a place to be in Sanctuary, especially if you need runes. As the fancy graphic partially obstructs your view, I exclaim in excitement, our first Mal rune of the journey. Yes! Right, if there was no video evidence, you would not believe me, but in the very next run, what's this? Yep, another Mal rune. I'm thinking cubing things up now all the way to Enigma rather sooner than later, but we'll see. As far as noteworthy things go, this one barely made a cut, and as far as Grand Charm and especially Grand Charm skillers go, this one is actually borderline trash. Probably on par with Bone Break's Thunder Charm, but you know what, I'll take it. Still Lower Kurasting, if that's even a word, and boom, while I'm fending off some angry tree lurkers, a Monarch drops. A quick shuffle of my inventory to make some room, and could it be? Yep, a 4 open socket Monarch, right from a tree lurker. Okay, that was enough of sunshine for now, off to the tower. A group of Devilkin decided to attend the annual Blizzard dance party, and fortunately they got eliminated before I did, and as a result, I received a trophy in the shape of a Thunder Charm. I missed out recording when I got the original Cold Rapture, and in my eyes every upgrade is a small upgrade, even if it's a measly 4%. I'll take it. A few runs later, the Countess receives the same treatment and ends up frozen, beaten and dropping a doll and a towel rune. But what do we have here? A Volge? Nice. I wasn't expecting a unique item. I'm mostly here for keys and runes, hoping to cube up to an Enigma eventually. However, I couldn't believe it, I found this sooner. Steel Goad, item number 194, hello. Now that the tower wasn't terrorized anymore, I took a caravan back to Lower Kurast, back to zipping around the campfire, still searching for some mid or high runes. Example, why I love Lower Kurast, Grand Charms. This one much more useful than the last one, +1 to javelin and spear skills. Nice. Yeah, so the loot boxing, stone kicking and lock popping is a nice hobby. A Shaco from a log? Few episodes ago I received a skin of the Viper Magi from one of these activities, and this time Lady Luck drops another universal staple, Shaco, from a log. Yeah, that's right, a literal log. Instant 75 to magic find with an ist. A magic finding just got a nice little boost. Next we have another staple item drop, small charms galore, but only few that will make to the video. One of those would be a 7% magic find charm of good luck. Other stats are negligible for me, unless it's life, mana or some kind of rest. Back to the tower, where terrorized Countess has apparently had enough. 4 rune drops, none lower than Ral, and tucked away in my cube? Well, a belt I didn't even know I had. Since this is a single player mode and no way of me buying items apart from the game vendors, I decided to make this one count, especially cause it's credendum. Not bad with all that strength, dex and all the rest. Next run, I decided to slowly tick off all the remaining low runes as they come onto hand, because clearly I'm using them or found them but haven't recorded them onto the Holy Grail total, which is kinda lowering my average. And on that note, I am 1/3 away from Enigma. I wish it was that easy. And now, time for another notable drop. Just as I was closing in on the counters, the Dark Stalkers tried to slow me down. But, you know, they kinda meet their doom. But what's this? A Key of Terror and our 3rd Mal rune? Now we're seriously talking Enigma territory. Huzzah! Does anyone even say huzzah anymore? Oh. Anyway. All too soon, this brings us to the end of another episode of my Holy Grail journey. This week was crazy. A shaker from a log, 3 Mal runes. Yeah, I'll take that. If you enjoyed this kind of madness, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, peace out YouTube, and may Lady Luck be on your side.